Cindy, welcome back to Studioloo. So today I thought I would try to work on what you can probably see back here. This is a great big huge, probably like at least a 1 foot thick stack of pages that I have been setting aside to make ephemera. These are magazine pages, book pages, all sorts of stuff. So I'm actually just working on an exercise now to just make a bunch of ephemera because I'm going to make about a dozen travel journals, traveler's notebooks that I've been working on. I'm getting all of these signatures cut down. So now I am working on, I'll show you what I've been working on. Hold on. Let me grab all this stuff. So while I haven't been making videos this week, it's just been a very, very busy week. I have actually been working though. So I'll show you what I've made so far, okay? So here is, let me just, there we go. This is a journaling card that I made with this cute little toad, or a frog actually, on the front, and these buttercups. And on the back, this actually awakened like an old childhood memory for me. It says, if a friend tickles you under the chin with a buttercup and your chin turns yellow, it means, according to folklore, that you like butter. And I totally remember that from my childhood, as well as like taking dandelions and saying like, daddy had a baby and his head popped off, and then you would like pop the head off of the dandelion. Like, it just unlocked these lost memories for me. Then I made this. This is a tag with a squirrel and some nice tiger lilies. And then I have some digitals from the paper cameo, and so I just made some little journal cards with those. Her style is just so beautiful. I also made this little envelope, and I used some of the cutouts from one of her digital pages on the front of the envelope. These are more little tags from the paper cameo. A couple more little floral, this one's a tag, this one's a journal card or a tuck spot, and a couple more of these cute little tags. Then I made this tag, just a little bit of crocheted lace there and some flowers. And then I have, I made these tags. I have all of these old sort of pictures of gentlemen that I don't use men a lot in the themes of my journals, but I think that these are really charming. And so these are black and white photos, and I just kind of used vintage photo to ink them up a bit, added a bit of, you know, collaging and some words, ever since that long ago time, and that was long, long ago. So I thought these were kind of nice. I've used Tim Holtz paper in the background, and so they're cute little tags. And then I have, I found, funny enough, I made those 2 journals on the wild swans. I ended up finding another telling of the story from my book stash. So I made a little bit more ephemera out of it. And so this is a collage journal card that says the swans flew. And then I made this little tag. It's kind of like for tucking up in a tuck up spot. So I put a little whale tail tab at the bottom, these cute birds. This again is an image from the paper cameo, and I just made, it's from her Botanica kit, and I just made a tag out of it. And then this is a tag that I made just collaging. It says every minute of the time, and it's got another of those little blue birds and some nice botanicals in the background. And another tag, very botanical, and I just added some vintage crochet lace at the top. And this one's kind of like bright, fun, summery colors, which is kind of the theme I'm going to be going with these traveler's notebooks. I imagine they're going to be like summer flea market themed. They're going to be a little bit grungy. They're going to have themes of like art and vintage and you know, like summer market and nature. So this one is something that I think I would probably include in there too. It adds some nice bright colors. It's jelly printed in the back, and then I made this big cluster with this dragonfly and this label that says out to look for more. So I've been having a lot of fun with my punches and supplies and just making kind of easygoing stuff. And then another tag, it says tremendous tree, and this is a magazine cutout and some other fussy cuts and this big moth. And another journal card, lands were peaceful, and it's just another collage. And on the back, this Hazeworks dyeing and cleaning tag. And this is another from the Wild Swans, and it says Nettles Growing, and it's just another picture of the girl from that story, Eliza, and these birds. Then I made this pretty envelope. I forget whose digital this is. I can't remember. And then another tag from the telling of the Wild Swan story. So this is after she becomes like a queen, and I added some nice gold washi stickers, and so that's just a fat tag. And then this is just a cute kind of freeform style journal card. It says, I wish I had wings so I could fly wherever, whenever, however high. And another little envelope that I made with big book page pieces. This bird, when up aloft I fly and fly, I see in pools the shining sky, and a happy bird am I, am I. And then this is a pocket that I made actually from, again, the Wild Swan story and some of the paper cameo, and I forget whose digital this is, but yeah, that is someone else's digital, this little tag piece, and so that's fun. And another little pocket from the Wild Swans, and I just crimped some book paper and book page and just inked it up. And then these two journal cards that are from the same book, so Starlight Starbright and the Little Moon, and they're just beautiful colors, and it's really sweet wildlife. So that's what I've finished over the past couple of days. So slowly my little ephemera box is getting filled up again. Modestly though, I have a long way to go. So I just thought I'd have kind of a relaxing, maybe an hour of just making from book pages ephemera. That's the plan anyways. So I've had a busy few days with work, and I'm studying for a course that I'm doing for work, and also I'm studying an Indigenous Studies course right now, so I've got a lot going on. That is too skinny to tear, I think, but I'm gonna try. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, so lots going on in this house, and also just like we're catching up on a lot of things like appointments, like our medical appointments, dental appointments, things like that. I, of course, still have like a million follow-ups from my surgery. I'm still going to my weekly wound appointments and stuff like that. So slowly but surely we will restore normalcy. It takes a long time though to kind of get everything sorted out. So I just like to book these onto, back these onto book pages to give them a bit of strength. These are just my glue book pages. And then I put journaling paper on the back. Whoops. It's a globby glob of glue. And I probably don't need to use so much glue because I'll be stitching around these more than likely. Okay. Now, what I find for a lot of magazine pages is that I don't like how shiny they stay. So I'm thinking what I want to do with these is I want to use pattern paper on top of them. Just some sewing pattern paper. So I'm just going to, this glue stick is almost empty. I'm just going to use kind of a circular motion just to use up the rest of the glue here. There we go. Then I'm just going to put this on here and see how it looks. So this might be a little bit too dark. We'll see. Just gonna smooth it out. I'm probably going to collage on top of this, so I'm not too concerned about losing all those floral details underneath. Be a good tag base. glue book that I'm using is from this cute book called Bread and Butter, and every time I see it I think like, what a nice way to get started on something. Bread and butter. Okay. So that one I think is good. Now this one, I don't know if I want to necessarily, well, this is a little bit of a lighter piece, so it won't get rid of all those floral details. So let's get a new glue stick. From right over here, hold on one second. I should also show you some things that I've done this week. So I've started this tray of like when I'm cutting up these book pages and stuff in little things, and I'm using my stamps and I'm doing some fussy cutting, and I'm just kind of creating for myself this tray that will be like a basis of like little postage stamp things, little punched out labels and things, because I think it'll be really nice to just be able to grab little pieces of ephemera like that when I'm working. So that is the plan for that. And the other thing I've done is I have this little mason jar now that I'm keeping on my desk, because when I'm using up book pages, I also like to harvest the words out of the book pages to use on ephemera. So things like tickle the treetops, all the wild creatures. So I'm just going to start tossing them all in there, because I have so many of them that I've got like a book dedicated to them. I've got a bunch of them in my ephemera book that I keep like stickers and little things in. So I'm just trying to like, yeah, I'm trying to do more to have these little things at my disposal. So this one, I'd like to capture that arrow, but I'd also like all of that kind of clear space, because I don't want to lose this entire flower. Okay, so we got the arrow. It's a little bit wrinkled here. Not too bad, but a little bit. That's okay though. A little bit of wrinkling is kind of nice. Also just trying to use up some pattern paper. This week has been a little bit of a theme of like, how do we use up a bunch of stuff? So I've used a bunch of my scraps. I've used a bunch of fabric. I've used a bunch of my master boards that I made that will become journals. I'm actually pretty excited to work on these journals. What I'm going to do, I think, to go to the next step with these is I'm going to make a list of a bunch of different types of ephemera that I like to make, like, you know, a tag, like a belly band, a flip pocket. I'm just going to make a whole list, and then I'm going to work page by page on all the journals, and I'm going to make sure that I use a whole bunch of different kinds of ephemera. So that's the plan. Okay, so next we're going to do some collaging on these. Is this one the right side up? Yeah, this side up. It even has an arrow telling me which side I want to work with. So now I think I'm just going to scavenge in my book pages here and see what I have, if anything. This is all about textile printing. I don't really think any of these images honestly appeal to me too much. I kind of like the idea of this one, but I don't like the illustration. So I think this could just kind of be like a glue book page. We can glue things down on top of it. Let's see what we have here. Again, nothing I'm really excited about. Oh, but words. So I'll set that aside for words, because there's probably some good words on it. Then I have this, which I could use a little bit more of. This is a digital of an envelope from the paper cameo on Etsy, and I've been kind of pilfering it for things, so maybe I will use a bit of that. We'll see. I'm looking for just something fun that I could collage with. There's a swan and a butterfly. That on its own would be just a nice journal card. Maybe we will tear that out too. This is how I'm working, just feverishly on different things, because, you know, you get a start and then by the end you finish a whole bunch of stuff. I've been finding that kind of therapeutic, not bothering to just only work on one thing at a time, just kind of keep going and getting things done. I'm just going to make like a pocket maybe, or a journal card with this. Okay. And then these little bits, this is what I've been doing with these. This one I don't think is thick enough though. Let's see. We could get a stamp out of it maybe. I'm just going to trim it down here. See if we could get a postage stamp. There we go. So then that can go in my little tray. I got this postage stamp punch. This is haul from this week. It's a Stampin' Up punch. It was on back order, and my local Stampin' Up representative is lovely, and she dropped it off for me yesterday. So that was nice. Okay, so now we'll glue this down. And so I think I have like all of the punches that I need now to feel like I can make a lot of things that I really want to make. I'm not really into like punches to make like, you know, certain kind of animals or things like that, or like motifs. I just like the general kind of functional punches, like things like the tab punches and yeah. Okay, so that is good, and then I will get my circle punch. Just a general guess at what the center is here, but there. Pop that out. We'll make a pocket with that. And then does it need something else? Maybe. You know what I'm thinking? Hold on, let me grab a punch. Hold on. Okay, did I move the camera? No, I'm okay. All right, so do I have any orange? Here's some orange. Here's some orange right here. So because there's a little bit of orange there, and butterflies are just wonderful things, I'm thinking about making a couple of butterflies with this Stampin' Up punch. I was just saying that I don't, you know, need to use motif punches, and then of course right away I use one. One more. It's all in the spirit of needing to use things up. So I think what I want to do is just maybe like use a couple of these on this pocket. Could be kind of cute. Just because we have one butterfly that's already on there. I almost tried to move that. Oh my goodness. Maybe just one big one and a couple little ones. Yeah, and we'll throw that into the little things basket. Then this one I'm just going to put a little bit of art glitter glue in the center to just kind of let the wings like come up a bit if they want to. And then these little guys I will glue down. There we go. Just a little glue glob. And maybe we will ink around it with a bit of black. Just to kind of outline the pocket, give it a border. There we go. Okay, so there's a little pocket finished. And I could actually stitch around it, so I'll put it over here to be stitched around. Okay, so back to trying to figure out what we want to collage on here. There's so much back here. There's so much stuff. I don't even know where to begin, to be honest. Oh, I've got so many supplies to use. Holy cow. But this is why I'm doing this, because I really need to just start using my supplies, because I've got way too much going on. Got these frogs. Maybe a frog on here would be nice. Some kind of a frog. These digitals I think are from Farmerage on Etsy. So what I think I might do is create a little pocket with this on the tag. Because it's always nice to have those kind of like dynamic types of things. But we'll see. I might not. I might just attach it and then add something more to it. So first things first is that it's a little too wide. So yeah, we don't want to go that way. What I want to trim it a bit to make a little pocket with it. Or do I want to tear around it and use it as like collaging maybe? I think I do. Yeah, so I took my children in for their vaccines, their normal vaccines, and I was chatting with my doctor, who surprisingly is like 9 months pregnant, so she's going to be going on mat leave, so I'm happy I have a few more little appointments with her before she goes on her leave. But she was telling me, which I thought was like kind of sad, that like we do the milestones appointment with my son because he's 18 months old and he's tracking like normal. But she was saying like a lot of kids right now, because of, you know, the realities of things that we had to do with the pandemic, that a lot of kids are experiencing like some speech delays. So it was a good reminder to me to just make sure I'm talking to the kids. And yeah, so it's all stuff to think about, right? But I don't try to push like milestones too hard with little kids, because they're amazingly adaptable, and sometimes these kind of things can be a little aggressive, like, and you often end up having to worry more than what you should. And I keep reminding myself of that. I've been on this road before. So there we go. Maybe just a couple of these little stickers here to go with this little frog friend. Then maybe a word or two for the top. Let's see what I have. Much too wonderful. That might be cute. Much too wonderful. Frogs are much too wonderful. Yeah, so I've just joined. So I have like a massive love for toads. Are my favorite animal in the world. Frogs, turtles, all those kind of guys. I really love them. So in my neighborhood, we have a couple of different ponds, and I just joined this really exciting group. It's like a turtle sort of monitoring and rescue group, because I have been historically really into that kind of thing. I often save turtles that are in the road or near the road and help guide them on their way and that kind of thing. So the nice thing is this group of people are, you know, they've kind of gotten very like professional about it. They've set up at one of our local lakes a turtle box, and there's supplies in there for turtle nests, and they're like nest boxes, so they go over a turtle's nest to protect them. And then, like, you know, as a volunteer organization, they monitor these things, and when the babies are ready, they help to get them into the water and give them the best chance at life that they could have. So where we live, most of our turtle species are like protected species. They're threatened species. So these kind of things are actually really great, really important. So I just joined. I've got a little bit of homework to do. While I do have a pretty extensive like knowledge and experience dealing with turtles, I want to make sure that I'm following all the protocols that they recommend. And yeah, then I will be somebody that like people can call to help them with a turtle that might be laying its eggs in an unsafe place, or a turtle that's been injured. And they're all connected with all of the different like turtle conservation societies. So you know, it can give recommendations on what kind of like organizations you can contact if a turtle has a damaged shell, if they've had a crisis, like they've been hit by a car, or you know, something of that nature. If you have baby turtles in your garden and you don't know what to do, and those sort of things. So I'm looking forward to that. There we go. So now we have a little tag, and I will stitch around that afterward. Now this one, what to do with this one? Let's see what I can find in my stash here. That's a lot of things, a lot of animals. Maybe a little too complicated. Oh yeah, this. I love this, like this lady and these fruits, but this baby, so terrifying. Am I right? Like this baby is like ultra terrifying. Leave it to the art masters to make the scariest babies. I wonder if I could kind of collage her on there, tear her out and collage her on there. Yeah, let's try. Let's just tear her out and get rid of the scary baby. That might be a good idea. No one needs these kind of nightmares, am I right? Sorry, baby. Okay, so I could just kind of do this, sort of like a collage up here. And then take the other side, maybe put it down here. We'd be losing most of that flower, but not if I don't use this side. Let's do that. Let's just decide here that we're going to snip that, use that for something else. Then, yeah, I have a plan for this, I think. Go. And things are moving along in my garden too. I've got lots of different lettuces coming up. I would like to maybe go and get a few more plants though, just to give myself a little bit of a little more of a head start. I didn't get as much as I'd hoped kind of done this year because it's just been a weird kind of unexpected things happening. I mean, most notably my appendix rupturing. That would be the big one. When am I going to shut up about this, right? Never. It's been so much. It's still so much annoying kind of. Like I haven't felt any real like exhaustion like I had been feeling until yesterday. Like yesterday I was going to film, and then in the afternoon I just got so sleepy. It was ridiculous. I had to like kind of wrap up my workday a little early, and then I played catch up last night a bit because I actually have a ton of things to do for work, and that's like part of the drama for me right now. Yeah, I think I like that. Sorry if you can hear a vacuum. Sounds like my husband is vacuuming. I'm guessing it is entirely related to my kids and something that they've done. Okay, it's kind of low down there, yeah. So we don't lose all those flowers. Sometimes you think you're going to create one kind of a piece and then you just end up creating another. What's this? Let's maybe add this as a piece of collage up here. Okay. And then, I don't know if I want to put something in this little kind of cameo spot. Maybe a flower or a washi of some kind. Or, maybe a postage stamp would be nice on there too, somewhere. Like be here, and then we could ink it. Yeah. So we'll start with that. And then I think I need to buy some more washi stickers. I'm actually going through them a little quicker than I imagined I would. I really like them. What colors do I have? Maybe a gold would be nice. That one's got a little too much going on. It's too big. Maybe this one. Oh, cooperate. Sorry, I'm just fighting with these off camera here. Yes, no. Yeah, I think that one would be good. I'm just trying to think of like what else has been going on. I don't know. My mom's birthday was yesterday, so that was nice. I got to chat with her. I think I'll be able to get my second vaccine soon. At this point, it's looking like mid-July, which kind of sucks. I would like to have it sooner, to be honest, but patience, patience. Something we're all running out of maybe is patience, right? But I did read that our government, our federal government, will be lifting the requirement to do a quarantine hotel if you are fully vaccinated and you travel outside the country. So I would hope that I could travel to just visit my in-laws in the US this year. That would be nice for the kids especially. Probably while we're there we won't even do a whole lot, just because honestly I feel like I'm probably so paranoid anymore that I just, if I do anything new like that, I will be doing it very cautiously because, you know, not easy transition. The delicate re-entry into society. I think I want to cover that color on the back. Yeah. I'm also trying to use up a bunch of these little random papers that I have from like thrifting adventures. You know, you find those like baggies of different stuff and like half of it you may or may not use, but you're like, oh, there's something in here that I want to use. There we go. Lately, all I feel like making are tags. I just really like making them. I don't know if it's like the Anne Brooke challenge or not that's driving me that way, but I really like making them. I just finished my week 23 tag. It was a field of flowers, and I embroidered some lilacs. And I backed my tag with some of my rust and botanical printed cotton. The picture is up on Instagram if you would like to see it. I did post it this morning. Okay, so we'll stitch around that and it will be good. I wonder if, so I've still got this, if I could just kind of collage that at the bottom or the top. Might be kind of cool to have it on the back. Yeah, let's do it. Just look kind of neat, I think, to just have a little bit of the theme from the front carried on the back, but you don't end up losing all of that journal space to it. So it's all in the little details. Fun little details. There we go. There we go, another tag. Okay, so let's use up this. Whoops. Let's see if there's any words to keep here. This is the story of Rose Red. Most of it's not very nice. I think the only thing I kind of like maybe here is Down the Path. So I will take that and keep that. Down the Path. Plop it in my little word bucket, and then the rest of this we'll just say goodbye to. Now, this piece. What to do with this piece? I think I will snip this out as a piece to collage with, because it's kind of cool. Just fussy cut that out. This is from a big gardening book. And I'm so sorry if you can hear my children stampeding upstairs. That's definitely what they're doing. I don't know what is going on, but I do live in the house of noise. The house of noise. Okay, so we have this. Now I gotta find like a basis to build from. What's this? Oh, we have Humpty Dumpty. That's fun. This weird candle with a face. Let's see what we can do with Humpty Dumpty. I would fussy cut him out, but I really like the wall. And I'm going to not tear into the words because I might want to use them. I like doing that. I like collaging with the words. Okay, so that's that. Then if you want to use, that's a little big. I could use a piece of it maybe. Yeah, let's use a piece of it and just kind of cut it like this. There we go. Okay, so I think I'll use this because it kind of carries on this whole, sorry, I'm at a camera here, carries on the focus of like the brick wall, and I'll put it right up here like that. Then see what words I want to use on here. I may not use the entire poem. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, had a great fall, blah, blah, blah. I think I'm just going to use just the Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. I'm not going to use the entire poem. I don't think we need it. So maybe this here and that here, like that. And then, is there anything else that I want from this page? No, I think that's it. Okay, so now we will glue these down. I think I will ink a little bit around that one, maybe in yellow, because that'll make it pop from the page. Maybe it will give the feeling of a little bit of a sunshine in the sky too, a little bit of yellow. Okay. Is this okay? Yeah, we can put that on there. Just a bit of glue. I don't have to super glue because I will stitch. Oops. I need a baby wipe. I've got a little bit of glue hanging around here. I'm gonna wipe that off. There we go. That's better. Actually, I gotta wipe my fingers too. This glue. Sometimes it's like you get glue and then a little bit of ink stuck on your finger and then there's just problems. Okay, now I need this again because we got a little bit of here. There we go. Yeah. Make sure we have no wrinkling. Okay. I don't know if we want to also maybe put that there for a bit of interest. Yeah, I kind of like that actually. I'm going to use it. I think on this side. It's using up all these little paper bits today. It's good. Just a little bit of glue because again I'll be stitching around this, so we don't need to do a ton. And this will just be a nice large journaling card, I think. There we go. Cute, cute, cute. All right. Next. See, we're whipping right through these, right? I feel like we are. I think we've made like 4 things already. So this, I think I probably kept it for this leaf. Probably just tear around that and use it in a collage. Yeah, I essentially decided that I have all of these like random digitals that I've printed. Like some were full kits and some were just pages left over from, like I printed a kit and then I didn't use it as a kit. So I think what I want to do is just you know, try to utilize things up because I've just got a lot of stuff. And so I took all of my random kits that I printed digitally and I used those for pages that I'm going to use in these journals that I'm going to be making, that I'm making ephemera for now. And I coffee and cabbage dyed many of the pages and they look really nice. So I'm happy about that. This is really cute. I don't know what I want to do with it. It's wide. Might just take a little bit off because it would make a nice belly band, but not like that. That would be weird. What to do? You know, I could, yeah, maybe I'll do that. If we fold it this way and then we fold it again that way, it could be like a cool, like, hold on. The folds need to be straight. Let me straighten them. Okay. And I can back it, and then it could be like a fun little pull out, you know, like it will fit in the journal this way, but then you can kind of pull it out. I don't know. now I've creased it, so I probably need to use it for what I'm intending here. I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence. Okay. Will this fit here? Yeah. Sorry, happy birthday, Colleen from Amber. You're getting covered over. And actually, maybe what I'll do first before I back it is I will thicken it up with this, because it's kind of thinner paper. It's a book page, so we'll do that first. I'm also really happy I'm using up a bunch of these book pages from these big art books that I have torn apart. I'm always happy to use as much of this stuff as possible. I've set aside a bunch of covers from books that I want to use, like large books that I want to make lap books out of, so that might be, well, will be one of my projects coming up soon. I've got that on the agenda after these journals. Maybe I'm working on a couple other things kind of in the background that I'll probably work on some ephemera for another project that I have in mind, that I'm, well, not in mind, but it's in progress actually. It's a kind of a custom project. I can probably share making the ephemera with you though. Sticky glue. Okay, so then I will redo this fold again. One and two. Okay, that's kind of cute. Yeah, I don't know if it really needs anything else. I sort of just feel like it's like I'll stitch around it, but it will just be like an interesting kind of fun moving thing in a book. So yeah, I think I will just call it quits with that one. I'm good with it. Not everything has to be like super complicated. Then I actually have a lot of things that are like, here's one, like kind of made easy for me by the fact that they're like digitals, and I really want to use these in my journals that I'm creating now, because they're the they're journals that are about like summer flea market kind of journals. So these are Amity Bloom digitals. So what I want to do with these is literally just make journal cards and things with them. Some of them I might use for collage, but the bigger ones and the labels and stuff, I'm literally going to use them for their purpose. So this one I will cut out. There we go. So this one, I think, honestly, I like it as is. I'll stitch around it. I could add like lace or something, but I don't know. Let's see how that looks. Actually, that's really cute. Let's do that. Oh no, Fabri-Tac. So exciting news. Tomorrow, all of our non-essential stores will be opening to 15% capacity. So my agenda is really just to go to like Michael's and get Fabri-Tac so I can fill up my new, not covered in masking tape, sad Sugar Bell bottle with new Fabri-Tac. And yeah, that will be exciting. Beyond that, I need to buy kids' shoes for the kiddos. I have to do the unholy job of like going through all their clothes right now. Ugh, because they're both at like that kind of, they've reached the next level in sizing. So, you know, you have to go through your kids' clothes every like few months, or, you know, 2 to 3 months really, to see what fits, what doesn't fit. And then, you know, I gotta do that. I gotta see what they need. I haven't really been concerned because, you know, you're not really going anywhere, but we do have vacation coming up in July, which is great. Supposed to be in June. It was actually supposed to be last week, but of course my body didn't cooperate with me, Mr. Appendix, and so here we are, rescheduled. But I'm actually okay with it. It's good. We would have been just on the cusp of the lockdown lifting anyways, so in some ways it's probably better that I'm only trying to do this now, because I don't know how things would have worked out with camping and all that. We're still planning to just like bring all of our own food, you know, primarily, so that we can really just limit our exposure and trips in a different place. Because it's the best thing that you can do, you know? Just try to be safe. Okay. So fun. We'll stitch around that later. Now these, see, this is the, what I'm doing when I come to things like this is I want to use this up. I don't want to waste it. So it's this fun purple sparkle. There we go. So these guys, oops, that one got cut. These guys will go into my tray of things that I'm building on. Okay, that was quick. We finished that one. Now, maybe the buttons. This one's so cute, I don't even think it will need to be stitched around. So we'll just make a little tag with it. That's not thick enough. Just trying to find some backing paper that is thick enough. There we go, that's good. And this will probably be the last piece that we make for this video, because I have almost reached an hour and I have stuff to do. But I will hopefully have another video for you this weekend. I think I probably will. I know it was kind of a slow week for me. I've just been like busy, but you know, it's not typical for me to be this kind of busy. I'm still just catching up from being away. Where's my hole punch? Hole punch. I will have to grab it from over here, I think. There it is. Which size do we need? Is that one a little too small? Yep. I think this one's a little too big. I think too small is better than too big, because actually it's pretty good. We can ink around it and it won't make a difference. Oh, it does not like this thick paper though. Let's see, did that punch? Yeah, it did. Okay. So what I can do is just kind of come back in and maybe try to snip around a little. Sorry, I'm off camera a little. Just clean up this edge a little. There we go. Okay. Not too bad. Now what I'll do is just ink. This is my floppy ink pad. There we go. That's good. All right, so that's that cutie. And that'll be perfect for that flea market feel kind of to the journals. So it'll be fun to show you these once they're all together. I'm almost done getting all the signatures together, and then I'll probably just work the pages in videos with you. Yeah, we'll just have fun with it. So thank you so much for joining me today. Let's do a quick recap of what we made. So we made this little tag, fun. We made this tag. We made this interesting pocket kind of squishy flippy guy. Big journaling card with Humpty Dumpty. This tag with some nice classic art and collage. This froggy tag that says "Too Much Wonderful." And a pocket with this swan and these fun butterflies. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will see you in the next video, and I hope you have a lovely Thursday. All my social media information is down below in the description box. And take care, everyone. I'll talk to you soon.